on to the... Oh, yeah. There we go. This was better, at least. The Scene Snobs reviews ODessa from Hulu. So it's a rock opera. And for those of you who do not know this about old Mickey Manhattan, he likes rock operas. I enjoy rock operas. Listen, I started on the stage, man. I love the stage. I love theater, my theater groups and troops, and it's been a long time. But like by extension, the musicals, the rock operas, things like that. I love them. Now, I didn't hate ODessa. I feel like I should start here. It was better. Like if you had to choose between the last movie and this movie, I'd say watch this movie. The music's pretty good. It's like 9 Inch Nails, but kids bop, sort of.
No, you're making me want to show it to my kids.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe you might. Well, I don't know if they're old enough. I would look into it first. I would show it to Tommy, who's 13. I think it's PG-13. So, like, maybe when they're a little older. Like, would you show him Streets of Fire?
I don't know that one.
God. I hate the fact that you don't know Walter Hill well enough. Like, I can't keep calling back to these things. You know the Warriors, right?
I'm familiar with the Warriors.
I swear to God, if you weren't. No, but it's so like, okay, put that aside. Like, what's another rock opera I'm trying to think of at the moment that's like just kind of like, would you consider? No, that. I don't care. It's just so anyway. This little girl is a farm girl. Her father was a rambler. They're called ODessa Clan. He plays guitar. And he's destined to be like the guitarist that saves the world. It's like a different, and I like this actually. I like that it was like a different world. Like they didn't try to build off us and say it's the future. It's like a different world. I like the like world building they did in this, and to take the review a little more seriously because it is a wild movie with good music. Although, like I said, it's a taste. I think maybe younger people would really like the music in this. It seems very kind of sad at times.
Okay.
But I like the sound to it. And it's very simple sad is what I mean. Mm-hmm. Like teenagers would like, you know what I mean? Like we had our simple sads back in the day. So like stuff like that, like this works on that level. The beautiful image. Set building is really nice. They built it, like I said, they built like a really cool world where Sadie Sink's character, ODessa, who has now become a new rambler after her mom died.
Oh, I didn't realize that was her.
That is her from
I see it now.
I cannot place anybody else in this movie, and I did that on purpose. I just did not recognize anybody, so I wanted to just focus on their character rather than going like, she does a good job. Sadie Sink is Sadie Sink's a better actor than she is a singer. And in this, it's like you really have to lose yourself in the movie. You have to immerse yourself in the movie because it's a musical and because it's that fantasy rock opera, like a heavy metal or stuff like that. Like when you watch that, you don't watch that and say, okay, this is all like reality. I'm watching Spotlight. No, you need to treat it like you're watching something completely on a different plane, maybe get into it a little bit, have a beer or two, and watch and enjoy, right? If it's legal in your state, go for it and just really go in and enjoy ODessa. I think it's worth the watch at least. The story is interesting at times, but it drags out a little too much. Even the ending was just kind of like a little too long for me. Like it's just like I feel like you could have really tightened this up, and it's beautiful to look at. But when you're a musical, if you have a lot of like little dead spaces here and there, or it stretches a little too much, it's like The Sound of Music. Boom, right there. I can explain. That's one of the reasons I do not like that movie. Nothing happens throughout the entire movie until the last 10 minutes, whatever. But my point being is between the music, it's very drawn out. And it's like, it's too drawn out, and it's stretched because this is like an hour and 50 minutes or an hour, maybe 40 minutes, something like that. And it just felt like it could have been maybe an hour and 25 and really been pretty tight. Probably worked well. I think that's the downside to a lot of movies today, especially, and I'm not complaining. Again, here's the thing, like go see ODessa because ODessa is an original movie. A lot of original movies have been coming out lately that I think everybody should go check out. I talked about Love Hurts earlier and stuff. I would say A Working Man, but again, it's a carbon copy of everything pretty much since Transporter. So, go watch the barrage of other ones. If you want to watch a really funny action movie, Novocaine just came out. Jack Quaid is great in it. It's an original type of story. It's fun. But then to bring it back to this, where this is an original tale. But it's also just like, it's original in a sense of like the characters, like the story itself is very, same as Star Wars. It's the hero's journey. It's Odessa. It's the Odyssey. It's she has to go on this whole long journey. So we've seen that portion of it before, but what she's encountering along the way, it's almost Greek tragedy-esque, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So I know I'm like kind of gushing. I only gave it a 2 because I think it's worth checking out, but it's not one that I think is gonna stay with me forever. The music isn't as that memorable, in fact, one of the best ways I think I might be able to put this is it's almost like if you took a whole series of it's like campaign ads for cologne and put them together and then try to tell a story in between them. You know what I mean? Like an actual, like, okay, now these characters have to encounter after all the shit we just saw in the commercial. All of that stuff's what dragged. So the cologne commercial parts of it were really good. That's about it. So yeah, that's my review for this. That's why it's a 2, but I still think it's worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of the aesthetics of a movie, of sound of movie, and the visual effects, and especially cinematography. I think you really enjoy them. But in terms of story, music, worth checking out at least once. It's an original movie, so I'm down with it, I think. And so thank you for watching this review. I rambled a little bit, but let's get to our final segment of the night.